My favorite 8 Mac apps that you should download today. Let's get to it. And the first one is Clean My Mac. I know every YouTuber says that because they're sponsored. And let me just say this, I am not sponsored by them. And I did actually get this app a long time ago. Well, not that long. I got it in November 2023. And here's a screenshot of how amazing it was. Back then I was actually running out of space on my MacBook, and I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know what was taking up all my, my storage. So I downloaded it, and it actually found 200 gig of a backup of my iPhone on my Mac. I don't know how it got there. I don't know what it was doing there. But anyway, as you can see in here, in just a matter of half an hour from when I downloaded it until it clears up 320 gig of redundant data, of data that was just taking up space on my Mac. And my MacBook is an M1 Mac. It has 1 terabyte of internal storage. So 320 is over 1/3. Okay, well, not over, but it is 1/3 of the space that was just taken up by junk data that I wasn't using. So yes, this is why I'm actually recommending this app. It actually does a lot more than that. It does okay, let's take a look. It does a cleanup, it does a protection, and all of these. Listen up. I can make a whole video dedicated to this if Clean My Mac, if they sponsor me. But this is an amazing app that I can highly recommend you to get it. And the second app is Spark Mail. It is an email client that I've only been using for about a month now, maybe less than that. And I'm not going to show you my email, so you will get to see their homepage here. And let me just say that I managed to achieve 0 inbox as soon as I got it. It took me about I think it took me about a day and a half to go through all over my emails. And unfortunately, I found a lot of emails from potential clients, potential employers buried all the way deep. Yeah, to this day, it's really sad that I didn't get to those emails. I don't know what happened. I don't know why Gmail wasn't showing them. Maybe I wasn't staying on top of that. But as soon as I got a Spark Mail, listen up, it's almost always basically a 0 inbox. So right now I'm letting my emails accumulate for a week, and then I just go there, clean them up, respond to whatever I need to respond to, and things like that. So if you want to elevate your email experience on the MacBook, get this app. It is worth it, and it is amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. My number 3 favorite app is this. It is the app that I'm using to screen record, and it is called Clean Shot X, I think. Wait, and here's what it looks like. So I can take a screenshot, like this, and I'll get this pop-up, double click on it, and let me show you how it works. This is what it looks like. And I can actually add borders, I can add paddings, I can add insets, and all of that. I can also add a background, and I can add a border. So it does actually have a border. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. So if I take back the insets back to 0, I can also blur out any information that I do not want leaked, just like this. So like that. And you can also control how blurry you want things to be. And that is it. So this is what I use to actually record my screen for my YouTube videos, and this is what I use to also take fancy screenshots, sharp screenshots of my code and things that I want to show, on my social media. It is amazing. You should get it if you're into taking fancy screenshots. And the next app on the list is an app that I only use, I think, about 1% of its features. I got it to actually keep an eye on my memory usage, just to decide if a 32 gig is enough or should I be upgrading to the 48 or 64. But from what I can tell, I think the next step, the next time I'm getting a MacBook, it is definitely going to have a 64 gig, because I don't think 48 is going to be enough. Anyway, this app is too complex and it can do a lot more than this, but I don't really have that much usage for it. But yeah, this might be for you if you are one of those nerds. And my number 4 favorite app is called Bartender 5. It hides all the apps in my menu bar. That is it. It just puts them here into a second floating menu. It's not a menu. This is not a menu. Anyway, you get the point. And you can actually control it from here. So this is how I have it set up. Everything to the left of this chevron is the temporary apps, the apps that are doing something right now in the background. I use this backplace to back up, so whenever it is backing up, it will show up here. And once it is done with the backup, it goes back to being hidden. If I want to take, for example, the Spark Mail, I want to have this one permanently listed, added to my menu bar. That is it. That's all it takes to move it back, and you hide it. As you can see, Bartender is an amazing app if you want to keep a clean menu bar. Each one of the apps you just saw is a paid app, but I am not paying for all of them individually. And here's where this app comes in. It is called Set App. I think it is an app store. I'm not really sure how they do it, but I'm a big fan. It is basically one subscription that gives you access to over 250 apps. As you can see, of the 4 apps that I just talked about, I got all of them from Set App, and I am not paying for each one of them individually. I'm only paying for one subscription for Set App, and I get to basically download and browse all of their apps for free. I'm currently on this plan where I'm using it on my MacBook and my iOS, which is my iPhone basically. And here's the thing. Spark Mail that I mentioned earlier, they actually have an iOS app that does the exact same thing, and I'm using it on my iPhone. Spark Mail became the default mail client for my Mac and my iPhone, and I got it off Set App. Again, they are not sponsoring me, but hey, hit me up. This is an amazing app, and I highly recommend it. Listen up, the math actually checks out. So instead of paying for these apps individually one by one, you can just get one subscription from Set App and have access to all of their categories. Catalog, not category, catalog. It is worth it. That's all I'm gonna say. Check them out today. And I do actually have an affiliate link down below in the description box, and it is not gonna cost you anything, but I will get a kickback from them if you sign up using my affiliate link. And the next app, which is free, is called Alt Tab. And this is how it works. So if you come from a Windows or Linux, you have that Alt Tab where you basically view different windows, right? Okay. And you can also view how many pages that you have on each one of these apps. I mean, not pages, windows. This is the default Mac app switcher. And this is the one that you get from Alt Tab. So you can basically see, okay, I think you get the point. I'm not gonna harp on this one. And the final app on my list is called Rectangular. Okay, let me just show you what I'm talking about here. Basically what it does is actually, I think it is similar to a tiling manager, window tiling. And this is an amazing app that I actually use on my personal machine and my work machine sitting right here. And I also do the same with Alt Tab. These two apps, they just make using a Mac OS easier. Now, let me give you a quick demo. So right now I do have this Firefox window. Right now I have it shown in a split view. So right now it is showing up on the left, 50% of my screen. I can open up another window, move it to my right. So, and this is my default go-to view, what I'm using my big screen. All I have to do is use shortcuts to put any window in any corner that I want. Again, you can reference the rectangle shortcut here. So I usually use the left half and the right half. These are the go-to defaults. You can also do something like this. You can do a 3 splits, I think, thirds, and you can put another window, and you can also put another window right here. Yeah, I think I need to do a better job at presenting, making videos. This is way too messy, way too unprepared for my liking. I promise I'll get better at this. Anyway, this is it for my favorite Mac apps that I use almost on daily basis. And like I said, this video is not sponsored by any of these apps, but you will find affiliate links down below. Go check them out. And also, I have a video coming up on my developer tools. And I think you guys saw that I had Android Studio, VS Code, and Cursor. Yes, I have a video coming up on that. And for those who don't know, I'm a developer by trade. Basically, I build mobile apps for my day job, and I have a few side projects that I'm working on. So if you want to see my developer tools, subscribe, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.